we are going to learn the next method. We learned factorization method for solving quadratic equations. Now the next method is called method of completing the squares or completing the squares method. This method, see, factorization, it is not necessary that always the equation is factorizable, right? So some equations are not factorizable. So to handle such equations, this method is used. But the beauty of this method is you can apply this method when the equation is factorizable, you can get the answer, solve it and get the answer. If the equation is not factorizable also, you can use this method and get the answer. But you will use this method of completing the squares only if it is mentioned in the paper, solve it by completing the squares. Otherwise, you will never use this method, right? So how will you handle in the exam? The heading is just solve. If the heading is just solve, first see whether the equation is factorizable or not. If it is factorizable, do it by factorization only. If the equation is not factorizable, then don't apply this method. One more method we will be learning after this, that is called formula method. Use the formula, get the answer, right? This method you will apply only when it is mentioned in the paper, right? So let us go about this method. Now, before understanding completing the square method, let us first understand what is a complete square, right? With regards to numbers, the numbers like 100, 25, 4 are complete squares because 100 is nothing but 10 square, square of 10. 25 is nothing but square of 5 or it's 5 square. 4 is nothing but 2 square. So this 100, 25, 4, these are all complete squares with regards to numbers. Now with regards to expressions, what are complete squares? Let us understand. These expressions, x square plus 4x plus 4 is a complete square. You know why? X square plus 4x plus 4 is a complete square. X square minus 6x plus 9 is a complete square. X square minus 10x plus 25 is a complete square. You know why they are complete square? Because the first one, x square plus 4x plus 4 is nothing but x plus 2 the whole square. The second one, x square minus 6x plus 9. You know why it is a complete square? Because it is x minus 3 the whole square. The third one, x square minus 10x plus 25, that is nothing but x minus 5 the whole square. So with regards to numbers, what are complete squares you understood? With regards to expressions, what are complete squares you understood? Right? Now let us use this concept in our method. The equations that will be given to us are incomplete squares. They are not complete squares, they are incomplete squares. For example, suppose you have an equation like this, z square plus 6z minus 8 is equal to 0. Let us think about solving this equation by factorization. Will you get the factors? Let us think. Now 8, the process is the same. 8 ones are 8. The third number is multiplied with the first number. 8 ones are 8. Get factors of 8 in such a way. Look at the last sign. The last sign is minus. Minus means subtracting the factors, we should get the middle number, which is 6. Factors of 8, when you subtract, you should get 6. 1 is 1 into 8 is 8. 8 and 1, when you subtract, you are not going to get 6. And the second is 2 into 4 is 8. 2 and 4, if you subtract, are you going to get 6? No. That means this equation as given to us is not factorizable. So that is why this method we are going to use, okay, for completing the squares, method of completing the squares. This equation that is given is an incomplete square, right? LHS of the equation is not a complete square, we understand, right? So what we do, suppose instead of that 8 minus 8, that 8 minus 8 was not there. Suppose your equation was just z square plus 6z is equal to 0. Just it was z square plus 6z is equal to 0, right? If we add 9 on both sides, what we get? Let us see. Z square plus 6z plus 9 is equals to 0 plus 9. Yes or no? Now, the LHS of the equation has now become a complete square. Z square plus 6z plus 9 has become a complete square. It is nothing but what you know, z square plus 6z plus 9 is nothing but z plus 3 the whole square. Okay. Now this 9 you added. 9 we added. Right. This 9, which is the third term, is obtained by using a simple formula, and the formula is half, that is third term, is given by half into coefficient of z the whole square. And coefficient of z is 6. So which is nothing but half into 6 the whole square, which is nothing but 3 square, which is nothing but 9. So this 9, when we added to the left side became a complete square. And which term to add is given by that formula. And that formula is third term is equal to half into coefficient of z the whole square. Okay, so this is how we make the left side of the equation a complete square. Right, now we will use this method when we start up with the sums. We will use the method and see how to solve these sums. I hope all of you understood how to complete the square. But remember one thing, the third term is given by the formula half into coefficient of z the whole square. Very, very important term, very, very important thing to be remembered is the equation should be in this form only. Then only you will get that 9. This form only means what? The coefficient of z square or the coefficient of square term should always be equal to 1. Right? Remember this always. Thank you.